All right, fellas, it's time to stop lying to you. It's time to let the cat out of the bag. Okay, dating is actually very easy, especially in 2025. It's super easy. And there's a few core principles that make dating easy because it feels like it's harder than it ever has been. But that's because you're approaching it like a guy. You're not approaching it from a woman's perspective. And what I had to understand when I was going through this transformation, where I went from this guy who couldn't talk to a girl without shaking to this guy who couldn't hold a frame in a relationship. The girl I was with didn't really respect me. She wasn't really attracted to me towards the end, and I had to end that relationship. To now a guy that is confidently able to approach women on the street, get very positive reactions, get a lot of dates. Women are very attracted to me on average, way more than they were when I was younger. I had to understand myself from a woman's perspective and how I'm actually perceived. Women have such a better ability to perceive how confident you are in yourself, and they can read all of this bullshit through tests and through subconscious, basically like intuition, that they understand if you are actually attractive or not and if you deserve them or not. And most of it comes down to one law, the law of emotional mirroring. Women will always feel how you feel. If you go up to a girl and you can be nervous, it's fine. But if you don't think you deserve her, then you're fucked. And this is something that took me a very long time to understand. I had to get to the point where I genuinely felt like if I expressed myself in the most authentic and charismatic way I possibly could, women would be attracted to me. And I had to genuinely believe that. And the only way that I found to help other people and myself get to that point is to understand that you already, as a man, biologically, have all the tools to attract a woman that you are interested in. You have all the anatomy of a guy. You have all the hormones. You have all of the ability to be a masculine, dominant, assertive guy in his day-to-day life. You have that already. Now, if you're not using it to the fullest of your ability, that is your problem and you need to change that. But you have the ability to. You have the potential to be a very attractive guy. Every guy has this. Every guy has the ability to be a man that women desire, no matter what, point blank, period. Now, if you're lazy and you're not ambitious and you don't want to improve and you don't want to get better at this, then you can click off this video because this won't work for you. It just won't, because women like guys that go for what they want and really genuinely want to be the best versions of themselves. That's one of the most attractive things. Now, there are three main things that keep you from unlocking that full potential in your dating life, from living up to your potential and actually being the attractive version of yourself that women genuinely want from you, not this fake, I need to pretend to be someone I'm not, kind of fucking dorky guy that's just, trying to flex whatever money or job or like logical shit that women don't actually fucking care about. There are three frames that you need to hold in order to be this attractive guy. Now, the first frame is around the law of emotional mirroring, where women will always feel how you feel. So a lot of guys think I have to structure the interaction so that I show the most interesting and best and high value parts of myself. And that can work. But what I found is a lot more effective is just being open, raw, and unfiltered about who you are. So if you're really passionate about music and you talk about your music, you're going to naturally be more interesting because you're passionate about that thing. If you have this drive and ambition to start a business and you want to talk about that, then talk about it. If you want to talk about fitness, but talk about it in a way that makes it clear I'm really fucking into this thing. Right now, I'm playing Stardew Valley, which is it's a very cozy, like farming game, okay? I will talk to girls. I'll be in a conversation with a really hot girl and I will literally think, wouldn't it be cool and funny to just talk for 5 minutes and rant about how epic this fucking game is? How I have my galaxy fucking hammer and it's enchanted, and I have, my iridium scythe and I'm scything down all these star fruits and I'm making wine out of it. I'm making millions of gold and I'm fucking sick. That would be funny because I just want to see how she reacts to it. And that makes me so much more attractive to this girl because I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to let her judge me. I'm going up in front of the girl. I'm like, hey, judge me. I don't give a fuck. And that's very attractive. It's not the fucking starfruit wine that makes me attractive. It's the fact that I'm okay with her judging me. I'm okay with that. And if you want to hit a point where you are truly your authentic masculine self, then that's the first thing you need to do. You need to get to a point where you're okay with girls judging you and you almost like crave it. Like, I want you to judge me. Please tell me I'm not good enough for you. I dare you. And it's like a game of chicken. She's like, oh, fuck. Like, if he's this confident, maybe there's a reason I should like him. The next mindset I wanted to talk about in this video was that most of you guys, with trying to be your most authentic self, you're not actually this guy where it's like, oh, my authentic self is actually like very boring. It's probably not boring. You're probably just scared, probably just walking on eggshells, and you're filtering all the things that you have to say. What I've found has been very helpful for this is a mindset of self-amusement, going into the interaction thinking, how can I make this the most fun for myself that I possibly can? And when you think about it from a selfish perspective, it sounds like it wouldn't work. It sounds like, like if I'm having fun and she's just standing there, like how is that gonna make sense? But women are naturally drawn to fun. They're drawn to the emotions. Everybody has this kind of aura around them, like an energy about them. And if your energy is good, she's gonna want to be around that. So if you prioritize your own good time and your own fun, then it's going to go a lot better for you. So I make jokes about things that I think are funny. I make jokes about me balding. I make jokes about how, women love me. I like go really over the top and super cocky just because I think it's funny. So if that fits your personality, you can do that. Sometimes I'll disqualify the girl. I'll be like, oh, see, this is why it would never work between us. Like, it's just the height difference is too much. Like, being able to express myself and not be afraid to offend her is the most important thing. I'll have like an awkward silence in an interaction. One bit that I really like to do is like the awkward silence comes up and I just go, so, and then I just start laughing because I think it's so funny. I'm like trying to make it awkward. I almost try to fuck up my interaction sometimes. And for me, that makes me laugh and I genuinely think it's fun. And then that actually helps with getting her more into me. To piggyback off of that, the third point that I wanted to make is that belief with this stuff is everything. Believing that the most authentic version of myself is the version of me that will attract this girl. That is the most important thing. When I get rejected, I would always try to walk away, even if it was me being bald or something, negative about me that she doesn't like. I would always walk away from it like, man, I could have been more authentic. I could have been more me. I could have been less stuck in my head. I could have been more expressive. Because if you have that belief, then you actually have a chance to improve. If you don't take accountability and you blame some external factor like my genetics or something like that, then like you can't do anything about that. It takes control away from you, which ultimately makes you feel like less of a man. We actually had a client in town. I went out with one of my guys in my program, Tanvir, over the weekend, and he was 5'5", okay? This dude is short. And I was having him on the last night of the boot camp, I was having him approach these girls that were like 6'3", 6'4", in heels, right? Like these girls were tall. He was approaching, and I was having him approach in a very fucking bold way. Like, yo, what's up? I have a thing for tall blonde girls. Yeah, we should go on a date. Let's fucking go. And he was like trying to like lead and push things forward. And because he was so cocky and so arrogant about it, and it was so obvious that like this height difference is crazy, because he was willing to just self-amuse and have fun with the interaction, he actually got to the point where girls were like nervous and giggling and like they really were like eating it up. And he didn't have the skills yet to like actually move things forward. Like he didn't have the full confidence of like, no, like, okay, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to get your number. We're going to go on a date. It's going to be romantic. We're going to have some crazy kids. They're going to be fucking, we have no clue how tall these kids are going to be. They're going to be either really fucking tall or just like super short like me. And we have no fucking clue. He wasn't able to go that far, but it opened his mind to the fact that these girls could be convinced that they're attracted to him. Most women can be convinced that they are attracted to a guy if he is assertive enough, if he believes in himself enough, and if he's confident enough. Most women could be into it. They could be convinced. The only things keeping them from that is, one, the guy's lack of confidence, and two, limiting beliefs that they have about what is possible in terms of what they could be attracted to, because they probably don't have a good experience with a short guy yet, because most short guys are fucking, they're not confident, or they don't have a lot of good experiences with a guy that's a little overweight, because most overweight guys are not confident. But it's not because they're overweight that they're not confident. They're not confident because they think they need to be something else, and you don't need to be. Now, by all means, go out, get your leg extension surgery, okay? Go get liposuction, go to the gym, lose some weight, get fucking jacked, bro. Like, make money, cool. But that's not why you're not getting girls. You're not getting girls because you're not the most authentic and raw version of yourself. And that's why dating's hard, because you're competing with guys with external resources that you will never achieve. No matter how jacked, rich, or good looking you get, there's always someone better, and you can't outcompete on those things. What you can outcompete on is you, because there's only one of you. You can make you the best version of yourself, the most unfiltered and unique version of yourself, and the most authentic. And that is how you're going to attract women, especially nowadays. Women have such good bullshit filters. It's almost impossible to get anything past a girl that's somewhat socially savvy. She's going to know you're not actually confident. And honestly, most women, like when they talk about high standards, it's really not the external stuff that women have too high standards of. Like they'll say that, but it's really not that. It's men have fallen behind in terms of confidence and assertiveness because we've become so materialistic and so focused on these external factors. That's all it is. So if you want more videos like this, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see next. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.